Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. We're going to take our release day look at Assassin's Creed Beyond Booster Box sales data off of TCG Player. In the whole pre-release period, out to and including release day, it sold 3,077 boxes on TCG Player at a total of $353,000 for an average price per box of $115. Now, I'm going to throw some other sets up here before I start talking about what I think it means. Of course, the previous three standard expansions is what I'm going to put up here. So, Outlaws at Thunder Junction, Murders at Karlov Manor, and Lost Caverns of Ixalan. And what you can see on the cumulative spends line is the blue line of Assassin's Creed is up here with the yellow line of Murders at Karlov Manor, and then the purple and red lines of Outlaws and Ixalan are below that. And what I want you to consider with this is that the base sets, the number of mechanically unique cards in these three standard expansions that I put up there with Assassin's Creed, is about 300. And in Assassin's Creed, there are only 100 mechanically unique cards. So if people are spending about the same amount cumulative spend that they did on Assassin's Creed as they did previously on Murders at Karlov Manor, and yet there are only 1/3 as many mechanically unique cards, then there are going to be a lot more copies of each of these cards out there on the secondary market. Now, I know the value proposition is much worse for these kind of epilogue, aftermath, beyond type boxes that WotC wants to slowly start pushing more of. I guess now with Bloomburrow, they're going to have the poor packs or whatever they've been called. And, it's a worse value proposition. And I think it also will bring too many copies of the cards into the secondary market and put a big break on that and keep that from being as healthy as it should. Because what we saw last year with March of the Machine Aftermath and what we're seeing now is buyers aren't really paying attention to how many cards they're getting, to how many copies of mechanically unique cards they'll probably get out of what they want to order. Instead, buyers seem to just be spending amounts of money and then they get a bunch of cards. And I think, unfortunately, that's going to mean there are too many copies of all of these cards in the secondary market. I think that could be what's already fueling that kind of downward pressure on the collector boxes because it's undercutting the market for the individual cards, for the mechanical capabilities of those cards. So we'll have to wait and see if this continues, when it recovers, how it recovers, and what happens overall. I will have another look at the Beyond Booster Box data at 50 days post-release, 100 days post-release, and 150 days post-release. But for now, it looks like the same as March of the Machine Aftermath last summer. People just bought way too many boxes, not understanding what they were going to be getting. Let me know what you think, guys. Thanks to everyone who makes this content possible, especially my very generous supporters on Patreon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade.